keep dreaming, but my dreams keep flying away. And somewhere far beyond, keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile, people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on the street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you. And you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile, people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slip to the door. Bind it to the day. I slip to the right. Bind it to the day. I slip to the right. Bind it to the day. I slip to the right. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope your Halloween was good. Mine was good. Mine was good. I got to say it was a-okay. Hopefully, the kids got lots of candy if you went trick or treating. Uh, November 1st. Today is November 1st, everybody. Boy, man, like in 60 days, it'll be a new year. I can't freaking believe it. A whole new year. Let me go over here to the chat and say hello to everybody. Well, come on in. We're at the coffee shop today. We're going to sit around and have some coffee in the beautiful, beautiful fall weather. Okay. Sophia is not feeling well, so if she's in here, girl, take it easy. Taylor was stitching. How you doing? Retired EMT, listen in the bushes while working. EMT, that's okay, baby. Captain Mother High Lady K and everyone. Good to see you. Hindsight is 2020. Good to see you. Good to see you, Brenda K. Good to see you. And everyone else sitting in the bushes. Grab you a seat. There's some really good snacks in the bushes. So enjoy yourself, kick back, relax, where you're going to talk about the bullhorn Betty. You remember back in the day, she used to say, pressure brakes pipes. Well, it looks like to me she had a little breakdown over the weekend. Holy cow. Holy cow. Hey, Donna, good to see you. I'm going to make another pot. Brandon Barn, good to see you. Good to see everybody coming in. Man, did y'all see Bullhorn Betty over the weekend? She done fired her attorney. Oh, or did he fire her? Now, see, that's the question. I think they said, Bullhorn Betty, you're fired. We do not want you as a client anymore. I mean, that's just, what I'm thinking. But hell, what do I know? You know, so Bullhorn Betty decided that she was going to get up here outside, screaming and yelling from her backyard, y'all. She was screaming and carrying on like a dip. Oh, sorry about that. My dog sees FedEx trucks and he feels like they're his to chase and to bark at. Sorry. She could be following sound legal advice, in my opinion. She could not be, right? She ain't following nobody's advice. She is following Bullhorn Betty advice. Okay, that's all that she's following. That is all that she is following. Let's go ahead and jump on over to take in the beautiful ambiance first, though. We got to breathe in and breathe out before we jump into Bullhorn Betty. She can be toxic to some people. Please make sure that you take your blood pressure medication before viewing Bullhorn Betty. She will make you angry. She will make you want to pull your hair out. She'll make you want to scream at your computer or phone devices. And that is my warning to you. Hindsight says, I think he dropped her. All of the other attorneys told her, you got no chance. And she's losing her shit knowing she's jailbound. Hindsight, you're on it, baby. You're on it. If one of the mods could let me know how the microphone is working today, I've been having some issues. I think I may have corrected the error, but if you would be so kind to see how the volume is and if it sounds okay. All right. So I don't want to go through this whole stream with a shitty volume. All right. Let's go ahead and jump over. She's out there in her dang backyard screaming and carrying on like sounds good. Okay, good. Thank you guys so much for letting me know. I don't wear earphones, so I don't know what it sounds like. So I go from your guys' opinion in the chat. All right, so we're going to turn it up. I'm using this underneath the Fair Use Act. All right, here on YouTube. Anything that I state today is my opinion, my observations from the bullhorn. Please do your own fact checking. Anything that I say on this channel probably isn't a fact, it's my opinion. So please enter with your own discretion. Oh my goodness. I feel like freaking infomercial, I swear. All right. So she's in the backyard yesterday. And she is, now keep in mind, she has neighbors. And she's out here screaming and carrying on like a damn hyena. Because the law is working as the law should. From my observations thus far, the law is working as it should. When someone has an order of protections of you and you violate them, then you go in front of the judge and he has his say with you. Okay? When the judge says to you, ma'am, these people no longer exist in your world, he probably absolutely 100% without a doubt means that. But see, Betty plays in this life like the rules don't apply to her. They apply to you and you and you and me and everyone else, but not to her. Okay, only if it's going to move her up in the game of life or it's going to line her pockets. Now that's my observation, okay, thus far. So let's listen to what the bullhorn had to say from her backyard, screaming and yelling.
Maybe turning it a little bit. Is that better? I wonder if you go, I hear you good. Okay. Well, we're going to have a little bit here and a little bit there. Like I'm literally like right there. I think about to figure out how to fix up Black Beauty, you know, and one of the things is that.
So here she's talking about fixing up Black Beauty. Instead of, you know, doing some mechanical work, she thinks it's a great idea to get a paint job. You know, not anything else in her life is falling apart that needs focus, but the car. It's the car.
The paint is just like literally peeling off in chunks. So tomorrow morning, she is going into the body shop and she's going to have a paint job done to her to bring her back to life. So I don't look so ghetto. She's starting to rust. Like,
aren't you from Skid Row? You said you was from Skid Row, Betsy, you said you were from Skid Row.
She's like, there's the paint is starting, like it's starting to rust. I'm like, oh my God. And of course the hurricane didn't help because the spot on the like the hood, it was just peeling, but it wasn't rusting. Well, now it's starting to rust. And I'm like, I can't do this. It's stressing me out. The car problems, the house problems, a paint shop today. Actually, a few of them. And one person gave me a steal of a deal now. I don't know how kind of paint job I want to get. But you know what? To be honest with you, I don't care because in all fairness, As long as it brings her back to beauty, I don't care. It's $400. $400 if I drop it off tomorrow
Hey,
at
running
8
bear, good to see
a.m.
you, honey.
They said they'll have it ready for me by Sunday. I don't pay until I pick it up on Sunday.
Hey,
Or
that's
excuse me,
a question.
Saturday.
Hang on.
And she'll have a
Why has she always got that damn lanyard on? It's like, here's Betty in the morning. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna make my espresso, I'm gonna put on my tank tops, leave the bra in the drawer. I'm gonna put on my lanyard, I'm gonna put on my big old cheap sunglasses, and I'm heading out to be a hero in the world. Okay, you forgot your cape, asshole.
new paint job. So it's like, that's one.
Freaking lanyard shit kills me. Like this whole thing around, she's at home in her backyard. Most people that are in their backyard are just chilling out, living their best life, cup of coffee, some beautiful ambiance, you know. But no, Bullhorn Betty, boobies a flapping, lanyard hanging. I'm like, you must live a real miserable life, ma'am.
One thing left off my plate. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to get an estimate, but it was going to be about an extra $200 if I didn't do it tomorrow. He literally gave me a steal of a deal to fix the spots on the car. And
Absolutely,
stuff like that. And it was just, he was the cheapest. The
we
last
are going
quote
to
I got
call this her emotional lanyard. Yep, this is, if she doesn't have it on, she feels weak. She cannot carry on. Oh God, we need this around my neck.
I just want to let you guys know it was over $2,000. I wasn't going to do it. You guys know I wasn't going to do it. I told you guys I wasn't going to do it. That's just too much. That car is not worth it to me. $400 to fix that stuff on it, that's doable for me. Sorry, not.
Well, you know, you owe some other people some money. I think that you're responsible for court costs in another state, aren't you? Instead, you don't want to pay your debt to society, and you decide you want to get your car painted. That's real adulting right there. Everybody right here is how you adult in life. Okay? You do not pay your debts. You do not do anything that you're supposed to do as an adult. Instead, you go get a hunk of junk repainted. A hunk of fucking junk repainted. Oh,
sorry,
Lord.
You know, I can't be riding around in a rust bucket. You know what I'm saying? So
you shouldn't be riding around the tragedies anyways. You need to keep your raggedy looking ass at home because you, ma'am, use other people's tragedies to line your pockets with, in my opinion.
That's kind of what I'm planning on doing tomorrow. My neighbor's going to drop me off at the paint shop, and I'm just going to leave it there, and hopefully she looks 100% better than she does. I don't know what caused it. The only thing I can think of is that, you know, she.
How old is it, Betty? It's rusty like you.
She stays outside in this Florida heat, and I think it just deteriorated the paint. And then when we were in Georgia, Dolly was on the roof of the car trying to get some images of.
So now she go blame Dolly. It's Dolly's fault. Dolly, give me some of that money out your fund, your legal fund that you done collected. Can I get some of that? Betty, if you ain't a dry begging hoe.
What was going on over the fence with Leilani. So he's standing on the roof with his camera. And I think when he stepped, he must have cracked the, you know, whatever it is, because it was shortly after that, you know, within, I think 6 to 9 months that the roof started peeling. So I think that's what actually happened. But either way, it's not anything. It's stressing me out. So I figured this is a small fix, you know, for the stress. And so I'm going to be doing that. I finally got my shovel and everything. I've got some work around the house. I got to dig up the freaking front yard and the drain field to put that clean out in. So that's going to be done, I don't know, in the next month. I finally got all my tools to do that. So we'll see how everything works out. You know, that's all we can do. Put one foot in front of the other. I've got a deadline on the 6th, so I'm going to be doing that. But anyways, that's not what this live's about. I just wanted to give you guys a rundown of what's going on in Bullhorn Betty's world, because, you know, everybody thinks that it's just so that we have.
Betty, who gives a flying shit if you're going to have your car painted? What we care about is you keeping your mouth shut as you drag parents through the mud on YouTube because you think what you think with no damn evidence behind it. Okay. And what you say in this stream is going to probably, in my opinion, from my own experience in life, just being a damn adult, is going to be held against you in the court of law. So the long arm, the arm of the law is going to come out and snatch that ass of yours come this month. Okay. So I hope you're prepared. I hope you got compensatory money. Okay.
We've got no problems.
You got a lot of problems, girlfriend. Sister, you have more problems than I know of any other person walking the face of this earth right now.
We
and
got
it's
no
funny,
problem.
You're laughing. Oh boy, you're going to really laugh.
right? We just put one foot in front of the other and just get it done.
Are you sure you can put one foot in front of the other? I'm not sure about that. We've never really seen you walk too much. You sit and jack your jaws a lot.
Salt hard on paint. Yeah, and you know what I was thinking about that? Busy mama. We went all over the country in this car, literally all over the country in the snow, sleet, ice. So I have to think that there is something to do with the salt on the roads that we've gone through.
Oh my! It's called normal wear and tear, jackass. And I'm sure that you probably do not maintain your vehicle on a normal basis, only when shit breaks. You're that type of car owner. Okay, you probably never wash the damn thing. You probably never wax the damn thing. The oil change gets done before you go on a grifting trip.
Maybe we didn't get, whatever. And I don't live that far from the beach as well. So I'm sure there's a lot of salt in the air here that I just don't pay attention to. So what do you do? What do you do? She needs to look at least decent. I can't. So she's getting a paint job. I think it'll be good.
Well, when do you start worrying about appearances? It's awful. That's awful sweet that you're starting to worry about the way you look and the way you roll through life. Okay, well, why don't you start with some personal hygiene first, ma'am?
It'll be a nice change for the vehicle.
It'd be a nice change for us to see you with your hair washed on a normal basis. That would be a change.
And it'll get her kind of incognito. It'll feel like a new car.
Your mouth is too loud to be incognito.
All over again, right? Instead of spending $40,000, we're just spending $400. Drop in the bucket, right? What you're hearing behind me is there's my.
Why don't you spend that $400 and have someone come and pick your junk up so your neighbors don't have to look at it? Why don't you spend the $400 you're going to use on a paint job to clean up your backyard? See, you're not a real good neighbor, in my opinion. Okay? The city needs to come and fine you.
That's my shed. I still haven't unearthed it because I don't know how to.
Did you just admit you don't know how to do something? Oh my God, everybody get out your calendars. Bullhorn Betty admitted she doesn't know how to do something. No, because that consists of manual labor, which we know that you run far, far away from.
I don't know how to unearth it, because the roof is caved in. It's very heavy. So I'm going to have to get some wood and raise that roof. I'm going to have to brace that roof so it doesn't fall down on me.
We're waiting for that.
Until I can figure out how to get it off this and off the side.
We're waiting for the new grift of the car. The car grift is coming soon. Everyone pay attention. The car grift is coming soon. It'll be, well, I took it in for a paint job and they said that it's just this, that, and the other. Everybody, I'm going to have to use some money out of this fund to buy me a new car. Something to that nature, I'm assuming.
That's 10. That shit was slicey wide open. And so I've got to get some special gloves to deal with it. And my lawnmower's in there. I've got my pressure cleaner, like everything's just.
So your lawnmower, your pressure washer is all jacked up in there, and you haven't taken the time to take care of your personal business. That, to me, ma'am, you need to step away from YouTube and get your life together. That's what adults do. You're a middle-aged woman. Quit grifting and take care of your business.
And then there's the
car. I need a new this. I need a lawyer fund. Everybody give me all your money. Cash in your 401ks. Sell your homes and give it to me, Bullhorn Betty.
We're still dealing with some,
because I'm too lazy to get a job.
We're still dealing with a lot of the repercussions from the hurricane still. It's, it's better. It's just not.
Okay, well, we're enough of this shit. Let's continue.
That want to lie about every single thing related to this case. And I am not, and that does not include Seth Rogers. Seth Rogers has been fighting right along everybody else through this nasty, vile crap that these two people that said that they were in charge of.
So here we go, folks. Hang on to your pants. More charges in the future, in my opinion, for old Beth.
Taking care of this boy have created. I'm not going to change my opinions or my commentary to appease a government body. Just ain't happening. Just ain't happening. And we have problems here. And I'm not going to sit here. Delilah, you're getting too, excuse me, guys. Sorry, she was getting a little too far. Hi. Hi, my beautiful. Hey. Where they want to not follow the law and make up their own law as they go. That's not That's not fair to the
Make it-
citizens. It's not fair to the people that come
Nope, no laws. The laws have been on the books for years. You just don't want to abide by them.
to visit. I called around, I think between our team, we've called 28 different counties in Tennessee to find out what is needed for a protective order. And you know what? When we describe what we want to do, which is exactly what they did, not one county out of the 28 counties we called will allow you to put together a protective order the way they did. If that doesn't tell you about this particular county and the corruption in this county and the unfairness that they allow certain citizens above other citizens. So that's 28 counties in Tennessee that says that this type of PO, how this PO was handled, is not allowed according to Tennessee. 20. Now I'll go through the rest of them, the rest of the counties. But I just want you guys to know how much of the homework I've done. 28 counties so far. You cannot do these type of protective orders. Actually,
This
you know,
county,
they told me
apparently, it's a standing order. So suck it up, Bullhorn. Suck it up, Buttercup.
that
You are just upset because the laws were applied upon your ass, and you are unhappy. You are one happy camper on Halloween on it.
sounds like defamation, and a protective order can't protect me from defamation. That's what they said. Not verbatim, but that was the summation of just about every single one of them. Basically telling me I'm screwed. Funny how that works, isn't it? Funny
You're
how
screwed. You're screwed, blued, and tattooed, my friend. You might as well just get shut the fuck up on top of your forehead, because that's what you need to do. Shut the entire hell up, because you are breaking the law. If you don't like what the judge says, you can take it back to court. You can do all this, but until that happens, you need to hush your mouth, because you're breaking the law. And you always claim that I'm abiding by the law. I abide by the law every day of my life. No, you don't. You're lying.
how that works, isn't it? So we've got an issue here because we've got a stepfather that's basically bragging that nobody's going to find his stepson. We've got a mother and a stepfather that have decided to pay more attention to social media content creators searching for their child than them actually getting off their fat asses to go out there and search for their son. They're disgusting human beings, in my opinion. Absolutely disgusting human beings. Throughout the course of this process here, throughout the course of covering this case, we've spoke to a lot of people. We've read a lot of commentary through social media of people that have worked with at least the stepfather, and I've never received one positive piece of feedback from the stepfather out of all of the people that have worked with him. Nobody's ever came forward. Did you guys notice that? Still to this day, they've only had one lone friend that hadn't seen them, that didn't even know Chris, that didn't even know that they were married or anything like that. One lone friend that came forward and spoke on their behalf.
Because they're probably respecting their privacy. Just my thoughts. I don't know, though.
One. Their entire life, they literally only had one person that hadn't seen them in forever come forward on their behalf. That's just sad. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Yeah, don't forget.
Oh, I know. And you have so many friends that are gathered around you to help you, Betty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have all these friends to back you up. I don't think so.
We do have our GoFundMe. Let me see if I can pin that. There we go. Our GoFundMe still going. We're 14%. I love the support. I really do. I thank everybody for that. It's moving. It's moving in the right direction, and it's all because of the great-hearted people out here that support and have watched what I have gone through, and I'm just so appreciative of it. So hopefully we get this stuff fixed up. But I just don't trust this state. I don't trust this county. I'm starting not to trust a damn freaking attorney out there. I'm trying to go as far away from this county as possible to find representation because I truly don't trust.
Well, there it is, folks. She doesn't have an attorney anymore. She'll be up in that courthouse all by her little lonesome, I'm assuming. And the judge is going to put the smack down on her ass. Quit talking about people I told you that do no longer exist in your life, Betty. You too have to follow the effing law.
Trust them. I don't trust any attorney, including the one I fired.
The one I fired, he probably ran away from you. He did a little research on your shenanigans, and he said, well, my reputation is kind of on the line. But here's what's funny about Bullhorn Betty. She has like 36,000 followers. She acts like she's a big fish in a big pond. Girlfriend, none of us over here are big fishes in such a large pond on YouTube. You act like you have like a million some subscribers. No, you don't. No, you don't. Hush your mouth, girl. You act like you're like Miss Popularity or something over here. You're in one little sector, and we choose to talk about you because you do vile things, in my opinion, to families, to victims. You exploit the shit out of them.
So there is that. I just don't trust them. Thank you, Phil. Keep it up. Thank you. God bless you. That's why I decided.
Is she going to say that the attorney's working with the Proudfoots now? She's like, I don't trust none of them. The world is a conspiracy against the Bullhorn. The Bullhorn.
Come out here. I've just been, I just got everything unpacked. The house needs to be cleaned up, and I just didn't feel like being, in there when Delilah hasn't been out. Hey. Over there, I'm scared she doesn't know that it can hurt her. Get. So I think what I'm going to end up having to do is get a bag of dirt. Now, make sure I got this right. So when he went to the job site, I think he drove by the job site and somebody reached out to him or something where
He's talking about Silver's on the scene, and all his information that he says is guaranteed to be a fact. Ain't nothing in life guaranteed to be a fact, sir. And what makes you think that someone would tell you some information that's guaranteed? Not going to happen.
He learned that the stepfather was, I'm trying to think here. Use a shop vac at 6 last step. Oh, gee, that's probably.
Don't try to think. It's dangerous when you try to think.
Probably a good idea. I think I do have a shop vac somewhere.
God.
Tomorrow. I've got a vet appointment tomorrow too, but I might have to cancel it because I set the vet. So Silver on the scenes met somebody. It was somebody that works with Chris or some. That's the cat that Olivia used to call JLR because JLR seen this cat outside. But every time I will open this door, and then Boris comes, which is another orange cat, which so happens to be the same lady's cat. In this, so I stopped feeding them just to get the other cats away. The other cats scene is that the stepfather didn't get there until 6:30 to 6:45 the morning of the 26th.
Don't you think the police have investigated this through and through? You are not going to break open a case. Silver's on the scene is not going to break open a case, in my opinion. You have not found one person. Not one person. So stop.
Corroborated that he didn't start work until 7 and that he was actually removed, which is what we had heard through some text messages or messages on Facebook in a Facebook group or a few Facebook groups from, I believe the guy's name was Thomas. And Thomas was sounds like a boss, a manager, a superintendent, a foreman, somebody above the stepfather, and said he had to remove the stepfather because of his poor behavior. And they had no clue and corroborated that nobody even knew that his stepson was missing. He kept all of that quiet, didn't tell a soul at work that his child, remember he keeps calling him his son, his child was literally missing. And then we learned when we listened to Jessica Danielle's collection of the radio conversations back and forth that morning, we learned that the call came in at 6:30. Well, if you go back to Nancy Grace, I believe it was March 18th, the description from these two people is that mom called him. He had a earpiece in. He was up in his crane when mom called him at 6 a.m., 6:03 a.m. to be exact. New information was that CP and KP were together the night Sebastian disappeared, and that Sebastian had bitten CP in a struggle, and Chris was not at work. He was at home with Kay. So
now, you hear in the background, other people are doing their yard work. Other people are still cleaning up from the hurricane. So here's Betty up here talking about someone that she's not supposed to be talking about when she should be using this day to clean up her shit in her yard and be a good citizen of her county. The good citizen of the county where you live in, where you're delinquent on taxes, allegedly.
See, that would be insane if those were really bite marks. Everybody kept saying those were bite marks, and I'm like, I don't know. And you know what I know from construction workers is that they typically wear long sleeves. So would he have been wearing long sleeves when he came home?
That's not always true. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
We definitely saw some not so good marks up and down both sides, both arms, by the green shirt interview, and that was on 3-4, right? The first mainstream media interview with WSMV. Oh, by the way, WSMV, I have lost all respect for that. Well, you guys know how I feel about news organizations, anyways, and the corruption and how they really work with the politicians and the
Fucking trip. You think everything is a conspiracy. You are. Wow. Whoa.
those people. We work for
There are those people. Who's those people, Betty? Who's those people? Tell us, honey. Tell us, Shug.
the world and getting the real truth out to the world, while they work for.
And you are going to claim that you tell the truth to the world. Is that what you're sitting up here claiming? You're telling the truth to the world? Oh, wow. Okay.
Politicians and law enforcement. We don't do that. We're not going to, appease any government body to tell our audience the truth in the news. And here we go, without having any fact finding at all. It sounds like they work for and trying to. I don't like them. I don't like them. The only place that I've liked so far is 17 Fox 17 out there. That's what Caitlin.
And that's the one that lets you have an interview, right, Betty? Because they kissed your ass in your mind. So you like them. Those are good folks because they let me steer my narrative any way I want to. So they're my buddies. Every other news channel in America and other countries are full of shit, except Hulu.
She's really good. God. She's really trying to find the truth. I had such high hopes for Nick Ferris because he came out. It sounded like he was connecting the dots right along with us. Then he comes out with that breaking news of the video, and it seems like somebody got to him after that video broke. It seems like he changed. He did a complete about-face change, even though there was more evidence supporting the way he was feeling about the case. So it sounds like people are being threatened to be sued. I welcome lawsuits. Come down to Florida and sue Bullhorn Betty. I welcome.
She says, bring on the lawsuits. I'm Lawsuit Betty. That's what I'm going to start calling you, Lawsuit Betty. Lawsuit Betty said, bring on the lawsuits. That makes me money. When I'm involved in lawsuits, people love drama. People love a train wreck. So they're just going to pay to continue watch me fail at my life tremendously. So bring on the lawsuits.
I really could care less. I know Florida law like the back of my hand. I don't have
Florida
problems
law
here.
Like the back of her hand. That's why she breaks the law, like driving down the highway with your YouTube on and doing all them kind of shenanigans. And then you say, Google. She was pissed off at Google the other day. Why are you telling me that there's a stalled vehicle alongside of the road? And then she, in the same damn breath, says, oh, I think I'm going to scoot over because there's a stalled vehicle alongside of the road. Betty, you're losing your shit. You are losing the little mind that you had. Holy, you can't even function. Like it's going wacky. You're miswired. Your wires are on fire over here. Hello.
Presenting myself whatsoever. Never mind the fact that I know umpteen million attorneys here that the one I used to work for or work with or help. So I welcome anybody bringing lawsuits. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But it sounds like people keep getting threatened with lawsuits by these yahoos. My thing is let them sue you. I mean, to be honest with you, they've got to be losing a shit ton of money right now trying to fight all these people to try to cover their butts, right? They've got a lot of problems here. Lots and lots of problems.
She said that the county got lots and lots of problems. Betty, honey, come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come sit on my couch. I'm going to give you some cold water, and I'm going to tell you a little secret. You, darling, have got a lot of problems down the pipeline, and this November is going to be probably very life-changing for you.
Their stories doesn't.
I'll sit here right here with you and listen to you explain yourself. Come on over, honey. Get on the couch. Get on the good old couch right here. I'll give you some cold water, and you can tell me all about your problems. I'm going to tell you, quit breaking the fucking law, asshole. And then we'll continue on talking.
It makes sense. A child's missing. You got the stepfathers bragging about how they're never going to find Sebastian. It is really painting a very, very uneasy picture. And then we've got the police chief, his detective, and a lone judge in Sumner County saying, you're not allowed to have your opinion in America. We can't let you talk about it. We can't let you say, oh, it has to be in vendetta. It has to be in vendetta because you
She's losing her shit, guys. Be prepared.
Use your brain cells and you connected the dots and you followed the leads and it leads right back to that house and right back to those people, but you're not allowed to say it because Because if you do, we're Sumner County and we will arrest you.
You got arrested, Betty. Betty, you got arrested. And you spent some hours in the old county jail. That's in the county jail, got arrested. And you know what, Sugar Plum? Your mama should be having a little conversation with you. You know, your mama's still alive. She's in your chat. She cheers you on. And I heard it on another channel. She might be your biggest troll because she encourages the shit out of you, knowing that the decisions that you make in your life are not adult, stable-minded decisions. The majority of us would not carry on as you do in life. Okay? They just don't. And she's either your biggest troll or she might need to step back away from YouTube, okay? Because something is not quite clicking on all cylinders over here in this family.
Okay, well, you're arrested, Bullhorn Betty. And I'm still talking about the fucking case. So you just wasted a shit ton of taxpayers' money for a whole bunch of nothing. I just want everybody out there that's a taxpayer in Sumner County to know how wasteful they are of your tax funds.
They have an order of protection of you because you jumped out of a vehicle into traffic and ran up to someone's car and screamed at him like a damn hyena.
They can't go and look for a 15-year-old boy, but they can surely pull.
And then you proceeded to follow him some more and tell him about something. You tell everybody in your audience about the things that you should do. That is not nice.
Bullhorn Betty from the state of Florida and make her come back there umpteen million times so they can try to shut me up from the truth.
Because you got in your little black piece of shit car and drove down there to cause and stir up trouble.
But they can't go and arrest parents that have a history of abusing this boy before his disappearance. Jeez.
Now, is that an accusation? Are you standing on that as a fact? Because, again, the judge said, Betty, these folks do not exist in your world. And you got up here right in this very moment and said that they abused their child before he went missing. Do you have any proof of that? Do you? Some alleged CPS? We don't even know what the CPS says. The reports say. You don't either.
And a whole slew of lies. Must be a vendetta. Must be this vendetta. Couldn't be because we're following the truth. It's got to be a vendetta. Right? It's got to be a vendetta. We have this horrible vendetta, and the vendetta is we seek the truth. So, yeah, I'm seeking the truth, and if that's what this judge equates to a vendetta, is trying to find the truth and following the leads, then I guess I'm very vindictive. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew?
Running bear.
Who knew? It shows you that what you need in a place like this to disappear a kid is just money and developers in your family and in the Secret Service or whatever it is, Department of Defense or whatever, wherever they have all these stupid people.
Betty, you stop it. Now, you know you're up here talking and acting like someone that ain't got no damn good sense. Now, you cut it out. Now, you can't be reaching the all-time low now, have you?
In their family. That's all you need. Just money. Like they're 4 votes. Like you're going to be losing a hell of a lot more 4 votes by supporting them because their child's missing. We have flashlights coming from behind their home, one flashlight going back to their home, and the next morning a child completely gone. But hey, he left his shoes behind, but he's autistic. And this is what's so funny is these people are so stupid. Law enforcement, at least top brass, are so stupid that they think that an autistic boy has spontaneous spontaneity in them, right? That all the
you wouldn't have one freaking clue about the situation, Betty. So I'm going to skip past the autistic part because it pisses me off, and I really don't want to have to take some damn high blood pressure medicine. She really doesn't need to be talking about his disabilities or anything like that. The other stuff I'll talk about. But when it comes to a child that's not here to defend his little self against some damn bully like this, it makes me very angry. So I'm going to have to skip past that part because I can't deal with that today. I'm sorry.
They love those types of residents. They love those types of visitors. They love those types of visitors. You know, the corrupt ones, the ones that don't mind doing illegal shit.
Well, then, Betty, you would fit right on in because you like doing illegal shit, like not following a order of protection, a protection order, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. But the judge told you to shut your freaking pie hole, and you don't know how to do that. You just don't know how. You do not like authority. You have a problem with authority. Throughout your entire life, you have a history of not liking authority, but you say that you back the blue. Make that shit make sense in your freaking tainted mind.
So that's kind of where we are with this case. And wow. I did say that it is possible now that with this information, this corroborated information from Silver's on the scene, Terry Lynn's poker game. I did not believe it because I had gotten mixed information, even down to the Texas Roadhouse, because I did hear the stepfather was with him. But then I also heard from the neighbor that was 2 weeks prior, because it was his friend, that's this neighbor's friend, that served them. So I was really hazy on that. And there was a lot of people saying, no, it was that day. And I'm like, look, I got a neighbor that's telling me that no, it's not the next day, or the next weekend. It was that weekend. It wasn't 2 weekends prior to. It was that weekend. And
a ding dong. Most restaurants have cameras in the entrance, the exits, because there's such a thing as armed robbery out here in the world. So I'm sure that the LE has asked for all of that footage, all that beautiful bean footage, you moron. You sound delusional.
And so I'm like, well, I understand that's what you're saying, but I've got, stand for the truth, keep up the great work. Thank you. Feel the love. Nano. Thank you. God bless you. And so I did understand that there was this rumor going about, but we did the best that we could to fact check it. And I even asked Terry Lynn, months ago. I think when I first started talking to her was around middle of April. And I told her, is there any way you can go over there and corroborate that? And I can't remember if she said she couldn't. But
they're not going to release the footage to you. You are a citizen. You have no special license, no certificates. You're not a PI. You're not an investigator. You're not law enforcement. Neither is your little friend Terry Lynn. You're not going to get any information. Hello, stop it.
Do you remember the only thing she could corroborate for me was the fact that the stuff that Chris said, the stuff the stepfather said. The stepfather, one of the neighbors stated that they overheard this altercation, and it was kind of, I kept it away from the public because it was.
And what she's about to say has already been spoke about on YouTube, and it's disgusting. And why even repeat it? Period.
It went to the integrity of the investigation, in my opinion. So I never talked about it, but it sounds like Tony has already released it to people. So I feel comfortable about talking about it now. But we learned back in April that the stepfather was screaming, he wishes Sebastian was no longer breathing. Not those words exactly. Not that allowed to have an opinion, a theory, or move freely in their county that they get federal funds from.
Don't worry. We're going to move past that because that is hearsay. No one can confirm that. So that's what I'm saying with her. She does never state any kind of facts because she doesn't have any. This is all hearsay. She gets up on this platform and act like she's this big news reporter, this big advocate for people, whenever it's always a third party. What she's made up in her third party mind. There's a couple different people living in that mind from my observation, and we never know which one we're going to get. Okay, so the delusion is real, and this one, I'm telling you, I would hate to be your neighbor, to be honest with you.
Sorry, Sumner County, I want to make sure those federal funds get a plug in them.
So now she's going to say that she's going to plug up the federal funds to this county. She has the power to stop federal funding to Sumner County. Boy, Betty, you really think you have a lot of power. You have 36,000 subscribers. You act like you're some law enforcement, some bigwig. You are nothing out here on social media platform like you claim you are. Okay? You're just not. Or you wouldn't be worried about a $400 paint job. You wouldn't be driving around in a damn hoopty. All right? If you're this big wig and everything that you said was true to the fact that you're a hot fucking shot out here, you're not. You are not. Look at your house. Look at your yard. Everyone knows what the meaning of that is, okay? You are trashy as shit.
Trust me, I'll be working around the clock to make sure the federal funds, since you guys don't want to follow federal law, maybe it's time to start pulling some of the federal funds.
And I can't wait to see this. This is going to be freaking funny. But how are you going to do that when you're locked up in the cell?
The only thing that these counties understand is when they get lack of funds. When it starts hurting them in the pocketbook, then they're like, oh, whoa, you know, we shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that. I know Marcia is spinning over the crap that's going on. I know that for a fact.
Good morning.
This man needs to be stopped till he moves. And oh, this is another thing I heard. Somebody sent me an email. Now, I don't know if this is true. I can't look into it, nor am I going to, because I don't want it to be perceived as you know, me going anywhere near them, talking to them or anything. I don't even want the hint of appearance of that. So I'm not looking into this, and I'm not going to ask anybody else to look into this. But I did get an email that I did have to delete that basically says they're moving. And they were asking me about it. I'm like, look, we heard about this in March. Remember that? We heard about this in March, and everybody says that we are lying. I don't know if it's true or not true, but I would not be the best source to find out one way or the other. So just
It's the damn truest thing you ever said in your life. I am not the best source to put out the truth. Amen to that. Now that is something that we can say we agree on, Betty. Now that statement right there coming from your lips to my ears is the best statement that you've ever said in your life. And that continues on to the rest of your story, not just this, okay?
to throw that out there to everybody in the chat. I am not the source for that information. I can tell you that. I don't know. My suggestion would be, maybe speak to another content creator that's more local. I don't know. But I know I've gotten several emails about that. I can't answer it. I'm not going to look into it until all of this shit is done. But once this shit is done, I'm telling you, they can drag this out as long as they want to. They can have me I'll move over to the freaking county and become a taxpayer if that's what they want. Doesn't matter to me. I'll do whatever it takes to get some answers in this case. I will. Well, I'll rent this house out, and I can guarantee you this is a Florida home. It may not be a whole bunch, but our prices here are a lot. And I own this puppy free and clear. So if I rent it out for $2,000 a month, guess what? I bet you I can get a nice place.
You ain't gonna rent that place out. It's a damn rat den. Have you looked at your house? Have you looked at your backyard? Ain't nobody gonna. You better pay someone to stay there. Ain't nobody gonna give you no money and gonna move up to Tennessee, Hendersonville. You will. Yeah, you have a free place to stay in Hendersonville. Okay, it's called the local county jail.
Over there in Sumner County for rent, a lot cheaper. Don't worry, Eric Craddock. I'll be voting for you in the next election. Watch me work. Out voting for you. I'll be casting my vote in Sumner County in the next election. That's good.
You're so crazy.
That is going to be a plan. I am going to.
Our plan is to move so she can vote his ass out of office. I have so much power. My vote is the only one that counts.
Want me so bad in their community that they have to keep dragging me back from Florida to Tennessee. Well, fine. I might as well give them what they want.
Betty, you're dragging your own self back and forth because you can't keep that big pie hole of yours shut. They said shut it up, and you can't. So you keep taking yourself back and forth. Obey the law.
I'll find myself a rental.
Everyone's going to get herself a rental so her subscribers can pay for it.
A rental? I'll change my address. Watch me work. Tell me I can't move.
All over because you're upset because the judge told you to shut your face. You're that mad that you're just going to just do all that kind of stuff. You act like a high schooler. You act like a 20-year-old that don't know how to adult. So strange.
Move freely. I'm about to be a taxpayer. I'm about to be in your county commission meetings. I'm about to be in your city hall meetings. You guys don't even have a clue. You guys see me? You guys see my beautiful face on the end of the phone? Don't worry, you'll see it in person there, Sumner County. I know how to get up. I know how to speak. I'm a great public speaker. Can't wait to start bringing my production crew in there to really hone in on the
She says, who's her production crew?
Story there.
She's a celebrity. She is a celebrity, and she's going to move to Henderson County and just shut the government assistance down. She's going to make sure that gentleman does not get reelected into office. She's going to change everything because she has Hulu behind her.
Can't wait to be standing out in front of that courthouse. We'll do something. I'm telling you, this is going to be the
You're
biggest
going to do something, y'all. You're going to do something.
stain
I
on
have
Sumner
a feeling what that something is going to be eating them goddamn three hots and a cot at the local county. Yeah, you're going to be doing something, sugar.
County that they have ever. They're gonna wish that they never tried to violate my rights by the time this is all said and done. I will tell you that. They can fight me tooth and nail. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I believe in the law, and I know they're violating it. Period. And if they did that to me, then how do we feel? How comfortable do we feel that they're going to do a good job for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? I have lost all faith. I have lost all faith in them doing a good job for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I can tell you that his father lost all faith in them long before I did. I still held out hope until I saw what they were willing to do for these pieces of shit. And then when I realized it's all about the money and the vote, that's when I said, we got a swamp here. We got a
swamp here. We got a swamp here because they're making me obey the law and I don't like it. You're throwing a fit, Betty.
That needs to be cleaned. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should
They're making me obey the law and I'm going to stomp around like a big old baby.
To go through what I went through in that county. I broke no laws. Not one flippin' law. Yet we have somebody, 4 people lying.
Really, you did? You got some court cases coming up, honey.
Under oath, filing false police reports, literally breaking the law. And they're allowing my abusers to continue to abuse me.
She calls them abusers. Well, Betty, how freaking disrespectful to people that have been actually abused out here. You stalk the damn elderly people, the grandparents. I know that they're older, all right? You stuck the Bowersocks. That's what the judge said. You can't go around them because of your actions. Wow.
Through a court and legal process. I want them to understand that. And you know what? I pray to God. I don't like saying this because I don't want this to be true. But the only way they learn the error of their ways is when it happens to somebody that they love. And I pray to God it wakes them up in that county. The judge's grandchildren, I pray to God his grandchild has to go through something I'm going through.
Wow, Betty. Betty, you better quit wishing bad on folks because there's a saying out here. Whatever you put out in this universe comes back to you 10 times fold. Okay, now we know you don't do much with your step grandbabies, but I want to tell you what, this judge ain't going to be happy with you. Okay, you leave that judge's grandbabies alone. They did nothing to you. You're mad because he's making you follow the law. Wow. Because you on a whole nother level right now.
My family has to watch me go through it. He didn't give a shit about me.
Your family encourage you. They're in your damn chat all the time. I think your mom's your biggest troll.
But see, they got power and privilege over there because he's a judge. Kind of like this Joshua Brown in Daniela Mendiola's case, right? Got a judge for an aunt, father, or other family members associated with the...
Now you're just making up shit.
Police, the local police department.
I really hope no one believes the words that are coming out of her mouth on a normal basis. This is terrible.
And all of a sudden, he went from being an intoxicated driver to, oh, there's nothing to see over here. Nothing to see over here. I'd love to see that. And still in playing more drama instead of searching Betty. So that's sad how constantly bring them into it or constantly have to defend myself when I'm telling the truth while you jackasses sit at home and do nothing but stick a thumb up your ass, something in your nose and something in your mouth. Right?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I have nothing in my nose. I don't, what'd she say? We suck our thumbs and pick our boogers. I'm not sure what she just said. I don't smoke Betty, if you don't stop saying that I pick my boogers, I'm going to have to put a lawsuit against you for defamation of character.
Maybe how about this? How about this? Autism. Why don't you actually get off your ass and go out there and post a flyer? You know, instead of being over here in my chat, you don't even like me. So why would you be here? Do you not understand that normal people don't do that, lady? Like, you're fucking nuts.
Well, whenever you get on a social media platform, we can review it and have commentary. So that's exactly what we're doing.
You understand that? Hopefully I didn't misread that.
It's public. Anyone could go on here and listen to you, you silly goose.
Pretty soon. And still in playing more drama instead of searching. A Debbie Downer, we don't want you over here. We're having a good time having a conversation. Why does
You call this having a good time? You're about to stroke out. This ain't a good time. I'm about to say, Betty about to have a heart attack.
Why do you feel like you get to control me or what comes out of my mouth? Are you from communist China?
What? She's lost her shit. She's a communist China. Betty, I can't. You're going to make me get to laughing. I'm going to start crying and start picking my boogers or something like you say we do over here. Oh, no, I can't today. Lord Jesus, give me the strength.
Why don't you quit trying to control people? How about that? Why don't we start there? Why don't we start with your side of the street being cleaned up and quit trying to control?
You want to talk about someone's... No, she didn't. She just said something about someone else's side of the street being cleaned up. Have you looked in your backyard? Oh, Betty, this is good. This is good. This is good. Betty, turn to the left. Turn to the right. Your yard needs a lot of work to
what people do and say. Do you not realize every day you wake up in America?
And we have laws of this land, and you too have to follow them, Betty.
Because if you don't like this place called America, I'm happy to raise money to ship you wherever the fuck
you can't even raise money for the damn attorney. You're going to raise money to send someone off to another country. Get the hell out of here.
Why don't you go? Happy. We'll even send a whole crew over there to pack your ass up. You want to go to Beijing? Where would you like to go? I'm happy to tell you can't comment. I blocked you. Sorry.
Oh my God! Betty.
Everything has thoroughly been checked. If there was a predator, tell you right now.
Donald Trump. She thinks she's Donald Trump or something today. I don't know.
Their department believes the same way we do. They just don't have the evidence or the proof yet. And that's exactly how I was told by the source I have in that very leaky department.
She said they got a leaky department. They're going down.
Hopefully they do a full investigation because they'll find out just how clever I am. In my opinion, I would never move to Tennessee. I think that's the worst freaking state in the whole entire United States. Because they're still backwoods. They still think they got this. They don't even realize they're in 2024, and social media is going to expose a lot of corruption in these small counties. The more we move in, the more we see, the more we expose. They can try to shut us up, but we have much higher courts than that little county. And there's only going to be so much that they can do before big people start stepping in and doing thorough investigations of everybody in that department and in that county, whoever's associated with whoever. I can tell you that I am aware of a possible internal investigation already on the department that happened, I want to say, several months ago. So it's like they can do whatever the hell they want to. I really don't care. You guys can see, do I want to go to jail? Of course not. Will I go to jail? You're absolutely right.
Yeah, she just admitted she knows her ass is going to the clink. She said, her ass is going to jail. Oh my goodness. Now, Betty, I'm going to need you to lean in. Lean in, Betster. You know you're going to jail. Hey, Mystic Butterfly. It's good to see everybody. I know I'm not real good with the chat today, but I'm on the other side so I can stop it and commentate. So I apologize. Curious AF, good to see you. TT, good to see you. Shay 7, good to see you. Ellie, good to see you. Two Mama's Boys, good to see you. If I missed you, it's not personal. Let me scroll down here. It's me, Amberly, good to see you. Good to see you. Meredith. I apologize, guys. I'm not real good with the chat today. The Runaway Truth, good to see you. Right? Homestead. Bam, Runaway Truth. You know, she can keep talking smack. She's not living in the real world. She's just running off with the mouth. She ain't about to do nothing.
Because my freedom of speech is more important to me than anything. Our rights here as American citizens are very important. And I will not allow a stupid judge, a stupid sheriff, or a corrupt freaking detective take that away from me. They may be able to throw me in jail, but trust me, when I'm done and done with it, my voice is going to be more powerful than they can ever imagine. I will guarantee that. More powerful than it is right now. And when that day comes, I will utilize my voice and raise it. It bothers me that there's things like this going on in this country, but there's nobody better to put a spotlight on it than me. And trust me.
A1 from, day one, Bets. I mean, come on. You are the best person for this job. For what? Are you insane? You're breaking the law. You're going to pay the consequences. The judge is going to tell you. Now, what part of these people no longer exist in your world? What part of that statement do you not understand?
Whenever I go to jail, it's going to be big national news.
I mean, it's going to be everywhere, guys. It's going to be on your local. It's going to be on CNN. It's going to be on Fox Nation News, Fox News Nation, whatever that channel is. It's going to be everywhere. Even probably in other countries. That bullhorn Betty is now sitting in the custody of Hendersonville. It's going to be national news. Oh, Lord.
About me going to jail, and people will rise up. And people
it's going to be a rising. A whole entire rising up because Bullhorn Betty broke the law, is paying the consequences. Huh. Imagine that.
Do the right thing. And at the end of the day, careful. At the end of the day, that's all I care about. That really is all I care about. What are you doing? But somebody wants to talk about.
I ought to get off my big fat rumpus and clean up my backyard because I'm talking about everybody else's backyard and mine's a damn pigsty. But
Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Good. Let's talk about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He was in it.
Don't talk about him because everything you say out of your mouth is not a fact. Theory.
Along with a team of people, and we acted like victims. We did the whole I'm scared, terrified, and explained the situation. Utilized the same language that was utilized for me. And you know what I was told? I can't do that. It's not an immediate threat.
No, because they have not jumped out of their vehicle and chased you down a road. Okay, they haven't done that. They have not done that. They have not said that they're going to have a GoFundMe to buy a weapon and take that shit down to Hendersonville to protect themselves. Okay, they don't have themselves on footage going into your neighborhood, driving around saying that's where they live. That's where they live. Okay. Let's use some common damn sense over here, Betty. I mean, you say that you're smarter than the average bear. Well, you really don't show
it. You can't do it for this. They explained it. 28 counties in Tennessee have told me that it is not legally proper for this protective order.
She's been out here trying to find some judge to take this shit, and they ain't gonna do it because what they have utilized the law. Okay. Wow, Betty.
And they cannot do it, but somehow Sumner County can. I just want to put that in perspective. If you don't believe me, please pick up the phone, start calling the counties, and start saying the same thing that are in those reports and see what they say when they ask questions like, "Where's this person located? How are they an immediate threat?" Oh, because they're talking online. That's not an immediate threat.
You're not telling them the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God, then. Because if you told them that, well, I'm on video doing this, that, and the other, then they're probably like, well, yeah, that's kind. And then your own criminal history. Do you not think that the judge hasn't said, well, does she have any kind of priors, this, that, and the other? Does she have any? Is she in the system? Well, yeah, she kind of is. Not that you've been convicted, but you've been charged with, said crimes that involve other people.
You can probably sue them civilly for harassment. Those are the suggestions that were provided by multiple different sheriff's departments. But somehow Sumner County, I bet you if you guys called down to Sumner County right now for a protective order, I bet you wouldn't even be able to get it because you don't have money and you don't have pool in that county. The only people that can.
And we haven't done anything to need one, you silly.
Do it this way are only 4. That's because they got a corrupt detective, corrupt sheriff, and a corrupt judge that doesn't follow the law. There's more corruption in this county than we know what to do with. So I'll be wearing extra white underwear when I go into court on the 20th with some extra white socks. So when they're ready to take me in, I'll be prepared to go in with my toothbrush and all. I do not want to go. I'm telling you guys right now, this is not where I'd like to be. But, what do? You can either shut up and comply. Are you kidding me? I didn't even comply in my own county. As a matter of fact, I was up raising hell at the county commission meetings, making sure that nobody had to comply. And you know what? We were successful.
President.
I wish I could clone me. because I feel like if I could clone me, I'd be okay. But I think my group of people here are pretty stinking good. I think you guys rock. I think you guys, come here. Somebody wants.
You guys are amazing. Keep putting that money in that GoFundMe for my attorney fees and my car payments and my car and my house and my everything. You guys are just simply amazing.
I think she's ready to go in. I think she's tired. You know, Justin, there was nothing. You know what? I screamed. You know what? They got hours to get here. Like even that part of it, freaking like. Part. So that's why it's imperative that we raise this money so we can go to higher. You know, I have to be honest. I'm getting a little nervous with the fundraising, but
because you have sucked your subscribers dry. They like, we ain't got no more money, Bullhorn.
I believe in this channel. I believe in everybody that's supporting me, and I believe we'll meet the goal.
And people that have some damn common good sense knows that you have broke the law. And they're not going to throw their money out the damn window, okay? They will rather buy lottery tickets than put it on your books, okay?
And I think that will, I just feel like once we get it away from this county, we'll be sitting a lot prettier, you know? It's just how I feel. Because the rest of the state.
Well, 9 times out of 10, Betty, in your history, your feelings don't mean a damn thing.
State can't be corrupt. They got to follow the law. They don't get to make up their own damn law.
You have to follow the law too. Why does everyone else have to follow the law, but you don't? Answer me that one question, Bets. Why does everyone else have to follow the law, but you don't?
You know, like, oh, you were properly served. Oh, but we only gave you 48 hours to get here. Like even that part of it, freaking like this judge should have done a better job. He was completely bought and paid for, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm going to be standing before him again, and I really don't care. They can show this, they can show that. I hope my attorney objects, but they can poison the judge's mind.
Do you have an attorney, or do you not have one?
I really don't care. I don't care anymore. What I care about is my rights, and my rights are being trampled on by a small little speck of a county. I think they all know what they did was wrong. And I think they're going to have to keep moving forward and keep trying to violate, keep making the situation 10 times worse because they don't give a shit. They care about protecting these horrible parents that did something to their child, in my opinion, which I'm entitled to have. So let's talk about.
Oh, I think this is going to be used against you in a court of law, Betty. Oh, Betty, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, Betty.
About Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Where is he? Right? It's been 8 months. Nobody has seen him. You guys know how I feel. This boy is not lost. 2 people, up to 4 people, know exactly where this boy is. Or maybe he's spread out across multiple areas. I'm not sure. But I know somebody disappeared for 17 to 24 hours, and a lot can be done in 17 to 24 hours. I can guarantee you that. I have military for my family. I've heard some of their training. I've heard everything. From my uncle in the Navy to my cousin in the Army.
Boy, Betty, you're digging a hole deeper and deeper.
So I don't really care if these idiots in Sumner County want to stick their head in the mud and say, oh, well, we've got nothing to see over here. You can do that. That's not me. It's not me. We investigate this case. We follow the leads where they went, and they stink to high heaven. And you know what we found out throughout the whole entire process? Mommy and stepdaddy keep lying over and over and over and over and over again because they didn't think people would actually check. Well, people did, and people still are. Even while I'm sitting here in sunny Florida, people are out there in Tennessee right now fact-checking the crap out of some.
Then you want to accuse everyone else to be a part of a gang, a whole damn team of people coming against you. Betty, you just said that shit out of your mouth for real. You're going to get other people involved in your little lawsuit here.
Some statements. And guess what? They're lies. More and more lies. You know how they're lying? Just like the hate channels. Their lips are moving. They got caught so much lying that they actually stopped coming online because every time they turned around, they were caught in another freaking lie. They're a disgrace to the military. I said the same thing. My family's I am Team Summer. It's nice to see you. It started bleeding bad. I'm like, holy crap. I'll give you a call. I want to catch up with you. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'll give you a call. All right. I only ended it within 43 seconds. Then she set up another live. It wasn't setting up correctly. She couldn't see herself. So she ended.
So Bet's about lost her entire shit. I think that this one is also going to be used against her in a court of law. It's going to be very interesting whenever she shows up for court. And that's just my opinion. Oh my gosh. I know that she had another live today. I did not watch it. I'm like, Betty, I can only handle Betty in so many doses because she gets on my freaking nerves. Yeah, Curious AF said, move to Sumner, Betty. That would be, kind of interesting, in my opinion. You know, yeah, she has her lanyard on in her backyard. You won't find a rental that close. She ain't gonna do nothing. She's not doing. If she does anything, in my opinion, she'll roommate with Seth. Hey, Beach, good to see you. Uh, she will roommate with Seth. Oh my goodness. Did she say? Yeah, I think she did say whorehouse. She's crazy on this live. She has lost her ever loving shit. She has literally lost it, in my opinion. Okay. I think, like as my title says, the pressure is getting to Betty and it's breaking her pipes. Her veins are sticking out. She is losing her shit in her backyard that needs to be cleaned up desperately. And this is Betty saying, pressure breaks pipes. Well, honey, they are breaking you down from my observation of you online. You are about to face the judge in several different instances this month, and we are all here for it. We are all going to watch the shit show go down, and it's time to pay the piper, my friend. So I would save your little $400 for your paint job and put it on your books, because I'm thinking that you might get like 10 days per violation. So, that would be 60 days in lockup with you. So you're going to need to have some ramen noodles. You like coffee. I think they sell, I don't know what they really sell in jail, just assuming they would sell some instant coffee. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to buy a coffee pot or not. So you're just going to have to run that hot water. If they have hot water, I don't even know. Okay. I don't even know if they have hot water. But the internet will be very, very peaceful if you do pay for your crime for the 60 days locked up. Boy, what are we going to do? I don't know. We'll find something to do. But I'm going to tell you, Betty is going to start paying for the shit that she has caused in this case. And yes, Sebastian Rogers is still missing. He's a 15-year-old young man out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, and he is still missing. And wherever or whatever has happened to him, I hope that the police are doing good old school detective work and find out what has happened. Do I accuse any of the parents? Don't know. Don't have any information to sit here and accuse anyone of anything. I have my own theories, but it's a theory, and you know that's all it is. So I don't feel like I need to say it over and over on a daily basis because that's what I feel. Um, it's just a theory. That's it. It's just a theory. So now we can decompress a little bit and look at the beautiful fall view, because Betty will make your blood pressure extremely high. She'll make you want to pull your hair out. So I'm going to over here to the chat, and I'm sorry that I couldn't hit everybody today, but it gets kind of hard to do when I'm trying to do the StreamYard and keep up with chat. So I do apologize for that. So if I have not acknowledged you in chat, no hard feelings, please. Donald said Peach is born in Tennessee and MS now, but I agree. Yeah, I think that she's honestly going to get a talking to. I think that maybe there might be some evaluations in her future. I don't know, maybe some probation that will require her to seek some evaluations. These are all possibilities that the judge could order her. Um, I don't know though for sure. I don't work in law enforcement. I don't have any expertise in that. This is just a regular old person speaking my mind. Um, that is her say. Yeah. We have decided that the lanyard is her safety net. Um, right. BHB, I'll go on Amazon and overnight you a vibrator. She might need that, true crime, Karen. Karen's okay. She might need that. She might take you up on that offer, honey. Right? She can't even afford Beijing. So you're going to start up a whole damn fund to send people out of here. She needs to get her own damn backyard cleaned up before she starts talking about other people. She focuses too much on other people's bullshit. Uh-oh, two boys' mama said then, stay the hell out of my state, bitch. No one wants you here, right? Oh my gosh. It's a shame though, because at the end of the day, there really is a teenager missing, and it's become all about her. He's become missing in his own missing story, and it's disgusting. And it's a shame, and I hope that he is found and hopefully safe. Um, you know, safe as you can be after being missing for 8 months. It's a damn. Oh, what happened? I don't know what I just did, guys. I did something to this computer. Okay, we're back. Um, True crime. Karen says you're lying, BHP. Exactly. She's grifting for an attorney, a lawyer, while her car's getting a paint job. It makes no damn sense. It really doesn't. It's very, very confusing where her mind goes and the things that comes out of her mouth is very, very confusing. And I think she does it on purpose, for her subscribers. She's a gaslighter for sure, for sure. And someone said that SF Investigates put out a new statement on Twitter or X, whatever. I have not seen it, so I can't tell you what it is. Someone wants to put it in chat, they're more than welcome to. I have it on my phone. I could guess I can look real quick here. Give me a second. But sometimes I get my notifications from X like really super late, and I don't know why. Yeah, she was talking about renting a house in Sumner County. She's not going to do nothing. She can't even afford an attorney. She can't afford shit. She'll be at someone's roommate, maybe. You know who? Mercy, I say this with kindness. She needs a friend to have an intervention. I mean, it's gonna get amped up more as the court dates get closer. And as she says, the pressure keeps going through them pipes. She's gonna burst. She's gonna blow everybody. Every day, in my opinion, is going to get worse and worse. And hopefully the judge will see and do what he sees fit. And I believe, in my opinion, that whenever a judge puts out an order of protection, it's nothing to play with. Whenever the judge tells you to act like these people no longer exist to you, that would be in your best interest, or you're going to pay the consequences. This is not her child. It'd be different if this was her child missing and the judge said to shush your mouth. Then people would stand behind her. But since this is not her child, it's not really her business, then she needs to stay out of it because she was asked so by the judge. That's just my 2 cents on it. It says, I noticed she's begging for 45 scrolling across today's video. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't seen today's video. I know she did a live, but I did not watch it. And she's always calling the any county that she goes into, it's always corrupt. Always corrupt when it comes to her. Okay. They weren't Navy SEALs. Yeah, she doesn't need to be talking about the military like that. Um, that's crazy. Good to see you, crazy redneck woman. Good to see you. I can't quit laughing at this. I know a while ago I got all laugh, all but laughing. I couldn't hold myself together, so I sorry guys. I was like, oh my God, Betty, I can't with you. She's talking real big. She is. I think that she's going to get slapped down by the judge, though. I don't think that she's going to be able to move this out of another county. Now, I don't know. I don't spend my time in court. Let me tell you that. But I think she is very nervous. I think that she is getting scared, and just by her strength, she's a very angry woman. She's a very angry woman. Someone that's confident and um about their situation in court, they don't come onto social media like this. And I think that they can. I think that the court can order through, like, if say you get probation or something, they can order like special things. I'm assuming. So it wouldn't be too far from the truth if that would happen. Yeah, and her GoFundMe goal is $30,000. That's a lot of money. That's freaking a lot of money to ask from your community. Whoa. You know what I mean? That's a lot of freaking money. Mm-mm. You think 90 days, she'll sit 90 days? I'm thinking 10 days per violation, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm just assuming that that's what he might do, unless they put more charges on her, because she has, as you guys have seen, has continued to get up here and talk about the people she's not supposed to be talking about. So, oh wow. She's got a $30,000 GoFundMe plus asking for $4,500 on today's video. Oh wow. See, I didn't see that. Where's Chopper? I'm not sure. There he is. There's Chopper. I'm sure that I'm way, way, way behind in chat. I know. Terry Jewell said, "Oh, she just stepped in it, commenting on the judge's grandchildren once again. What a dum dum." Yeah, I'm like, there's just a kind of a line of respect that you should show, like for police officers, judges, that you should just show. And she is not. And but she gets up on her platform all the time, always continuing to say that I'm a proud American. I stand behind law enforcement. I stand behind the government, and I stand, all this crap. And she doesn't. Only when it benefits her. Yeah, that's what people are saying now. The word on the street is that Betty might become a felon. We'll see, won't we? Oh wow, I didn't see that either. I haven't been on social media much the last couple days. I was super busy yesterday. The holidays, I'm usually a pretty busy person in my community. So people that email me and stuff like that, if I don't get right back to you, it's not that you don't matter to me. It's that I'm super busy, and I have to take care of my home life before I can do anything else. Hey, Grandma Sherry. Miranda, good to see you. Michelle, good to see you. What happened to her plumbing problem? Oh, right. I mean, how's the shitter working, Betty? We need an update on the shitter. We need an update on your electrical problems. What's going on with that, right? I think she's trying to grift for other reasons, in my opinion. Um, you know, it's hard thinking she has the right to completely harass Chris and Katie any way she wants. It's pure insanity. Yep. Yep. It's kind of pure insanity to me whenever she gets on. Hey, Jonesy. There's beautiful Jones in. It's really kind of insane that she feels like she has the ability and the authority and to get up on her platform and do what the judge tells her absolutely not to do, and think that there's not going to be a repercussion behind it. There absolutely is a repercussion behind it when you break the law. So my advice to her is quit breaking the law, asshole. Okay, and then you won't find yourself in these legal problems. If you want everyone else to hush their mouth with these cease and desist letters and this lawsuit, the same rules apply to you as well. But you like to dish it out, but you can't take it, right? Is that the way you work? Hey, Mo and company, good to see you. Prickly Pear. I know that I missed a lot of people in the chat today. I am not trying to. I sincerely apologize. But yeah, we're going to see the pressure building and building with Bullhorn Betty in the next, 20, 25 days until all these court dates have been met. And she is going to blow her effing loving mind. And she's going to blow her effing loving mind whenever she sits her button in jail for violating these. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, you know? Wow. Yeah, and that's the thing. She had volunteers come in from her community to help clean up her yard. There's nothing wrong with your body, Betty. Other people in your area, I'm sure in your community, probably needed volunteers that are not able bodied people. But instead, you take off down the highway to go grift off another tragedy in someone else's life. Why there's volunteers in your yard cleaning up your shit. Make that shit make sense. That's the type of human we're dealing with here, folks. But she is an advocate. She is this. She cares about the people. You don't even care about your own community, ma'am. Start in your own backyard. Literally, start in your own backyard. Good old Joneson is in there saying hi to everybody. Jones has been taking some heat, guys. I don't think her bringing up the judge's kids will be a huge problem. You don't think so? Wow. I don't know. But, I'm thinking, like, why would you talk about somebody's grandkids like that? The judge's grandkids. It's like, stop talking about folks as kids, Betty. Stop talking about the folks as kids. I'm going to see what else Joseph said up here. If you're not subbed up to Jones, which most of you probably are, go over and sub up to Jones, and she's cool and she's funny, and I love her intro song, and I love the HOA thing that she's got going on. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So please do. I'm sure that you guys already are, though. But if you're not, do it now. I believe her GoFundMe will go down after what? Oh, I want to see. I get my Twitter and X. I get notifications late on my phone, and I don't know why. I want to know Pinky Toe. I love that name too, Pinky Toe. Pinky Toe. You're my new favorite name. Oh my God. Why couldn't I ever thought I want to name myself Pinky Toe? Love that name. That's cool. I don't know you. I've never seen you before, but I love your name. um, and someone would, yeah, thank you, Chopper, for dropping Jones's thing. I appreciate that. I can't see it. I can go on my X and look at it though. Damn it, why didn't I have to real life today? Oh, that's okay, Mama Bear. We all have to real life some days. I had to real life yesterday, and I have to real life the rest of the day too. But I have to come over here and uh um checking with my friends. I'm trying to read the chat here. I love being in the chat because that's where all the good comments go down. Okay. Pinky Toe, stop hitting my coffee table, grab a chair. Right, I gotta tell you a story, okay? Because sometimes I have that story time over here, y'all. So my daughter, she's an adult, owns her own home. So when she owned her own home, she's like, I think I'm gonna get a dog. I'm like, that's a huge responsibility, daughter. Right? She doesn't have children. And she said, I'm going to name my dog Grandpa. I'm like, why? She goes, so I can say, Grandpa, quit shitting in the yard. Grandpa. Use the word because my dad had passed away. And she said, that will remind me of Grandpa, and call her dog Grandpa. And then whenever her grandma passes away, she'll get another dog and call it Grandma. So she'll be like, Grandpa, quit barking. I'm like, you're crazy. I'm like, why would you do that? But that's my child's mind, okay? Oh my goodness. So yeah, quit stepping my pinky toe. That's great. I love that name. This is all BS, all he say, all made up bullshit. Right? It's a bunch of crap. And I think she's going to pay the piper. And that's just my opinion, guys. I really do. I think Betty is going to face some consequences in this. And I think that it might teach her a lesson. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, you know what I mean? She's hard-headed. You can tell she's hard-headed. She doesn't learn lessons easily. So and I think the judge is probably kind of understanding that and saying, we're really going to have to slap it down to her because she's going to continue on doing what she wants to do, no matter what, because she literally thinks she's above the law, from my observation, what she says. So I think she's going to pay the piper. And as the days get closer to her court dates, she is going to get more vile. She's going to say more vile things. And it's going to probably be used against her in a court of law. Right? We need to get the transcripts. Yeah, she said she's getting her car painted. And why? I don't know. You have some other bills that are probably overdoing your life. Take care of that shit first, Bets. Take care of that shit first, Bets. Okay. Oh my God. Well, guys, I've been on here for 1 hour and a half. I've enjoyed every single one of you. I don't know if you hit the thumbs up or thumbs down when you came in, but that's not very polite coming in someone's house and not ringing their doorbell, damn it. I done offered you a seat at my coffee shop. All right. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, the thumbs down, leave a comment, do whatever you got to do out here, guys. But I appreciate everybody coming over and chatting with me. But the clock on the wall says it's time for me to ride out. And like I always say, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm definitely here for a good time. So until next time, I hope that you guys stay safe out here and watch out for bets coming into a neighborhood near you.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit.